So the goal is to show the guys our most common submissions from when we're doing MMA. So rear naked chokes, arm bars, head and arm chokes, triangles, all the basic submissions. How to finish them, how to get into them from either bad spots or good spots, whatever we're trying to accomplish, and how we can defend them. So anywhere our guys get, we should be able to A, finish our opponent, and B, escape if we do get put in a bad spot. Today we're working specifically from closed guard, getting to our clamp guard, which is a really good spot in my opinion for MMA because we've broken their posture. We don't give them the ability to punch us anymore. So we either rely on them to make mistakes, such as roll out of it, we get on top, or they start trying to posture up, and then what we're doing today is looking for our triangle.
Matt, thank you, coach.
All right, guys. To start off with, today we're going to be focusing on our triangles. So what I want to do with you guys is take you guys through all the most common submissions in MMA. First one's always a rear naked choke, which Miles has been doing heaps of, like back defense, back control. Rear naked chokes, arm bars, common in MMA. Head and arm chokes, which we did a few weeks ago, and triangles, which aren't as common, but still need to know A, how to do them and how to defend them. So a few of you guys that have been doing the grappling classes the last couple of weeks, we've been doing some triangles, so you'd already be used to the position. But for those of you that haven't been, you might get some little pointers from this, and we'll learn to escape as well. Everybody understands what a triangle is. Triangle choke. Cool. You need. Fuck, man. Look, I don't know. These guys barely know how to grapple.
Can't say that on camera.
You can just cut it out, Mills.
This is our MMA.
Well, prove me wrong. All right, prove me wrong that you guys know how to triangle. I'm not going to explain anything yet. I just want you guys to go, let's say 3 for 3, put each other in a triangle position and finish it. Person on top, give like 10% resistance, not to the point where you're being floppy and a shit partner, but also not to the point where you're like heavily resisting. Just to a point where you're like, you can slightly defend, but you're still letting them work. Cool? So the person on the bottom shouldn't have an efficient enough triangle where you're not straining, you're not having to do like 2 hands in the back of the head, like pulling down while making a face like this. Everything should be nice and relaxed, and you should just like fall into it. Cool? We'll just do this for about 5 minutes. Let's go 3 for 3. If anyone's got any like neck issues, maybe just spend a minute or so warming up. Cool? All right, let's go. Grab a partner, guys. Someone your own size or skill level. Oh. Oh yeah, these two sure. So we'll start with the triangle first. Like something that he'll do about it. Again, we did it like 2 weeks ago in our grappling classes. We'll talk about the 3 like key things that I look for when I'm trying to triangle someone, and then we'll look for how we can set up from closed guard, because it's a position that you may find yourself in MMA. Maybe Miles cracks me, I fall to my back, he starts running on top of me, we land in closed guard. It's quite a common position in terms of bottom positions in MMA. So we need to understand how we can play from this position, but let's start in the triangle itself first, and then again we'll work on the setup. So we just start in a standard looking triangle like this, or maybe even a top lock where our legs aren't triangled yet, our feet are just like this. Number one, we always want to control the posture. That's a given, right? Everyone knows as soon as I let go and my feet aren't in a great spot, he's just going to posture up. So always controlling the posture is paramount from here. So again, there's 3 key principles that I look for when I'm trying to finish the triangle. Obviously, the ones that I don't have to say are having his shoulder or his arm and his head within the lock, and not having 2 arms or not having no arms within the lock, so his arm and his head. The 3 things that I look for is, number 1 is I look to get his shoulder on the outside of the triangle. So let's say like you guys would have seen triangles like this before, like even pulling this arm, which I don't think works at all. What happens is his shoulder is so heavily within this lock now that as soon as he starts looking to spread his lats like across, like even keeping your arm there, just spread your lats out wide. Like I can't actually finish. There's too much space here. His arms on this side makes it even harder. There's no pressure crushing in this carotid artery. So I always want to look to get this shoulder on the outside of the lock, which I'll show you how to do in a minute. Number 2 is I want to get my knee line either in line or below the line of his ear. So a lot of you, even just then, were finishing with your legs super high, thinking that you need to drive your hamstring into the carotid artery like this and finish like this. This isn't the most efficient way to finish a triangle. Sure, you may be able to finish some people, but if they're really strong or they're posturing up, it's going to be really difficult. So what I look to do is get my knee line, that crease of my knee, in line, the line of his ear like this, and then kicking my hamstring against his neck here. And then principle number 3 is I want my shins to be facing the same direction, which I think everybody here knows by now. I don't want to have my legs like this is space here. I want my shins to be facing the same direction, and then as I triangle down, we can gain a lot of pressure. So, the first one is when we get to this position, this here, whatever it is, again, keeping the posture control, my shoulders within the line of the lock. So what I'm going to look to do is I'm going to start looking for a scoop grip immediately. So a scoop grip is an underhook on my partner's leg. If I can't find the leg, I can use hand to the armpit here, and then I pull myself in close enough where I can now reach the leg and grab underneath. So I'm scooping his leg up. From here, to get this shoulder on the outside of the lock, I'm going to uncross my feet, keep my knees tight. I'm not dropping my foot to the ground. I'm going to start looking to bring this knee in towards my chest here. And now, as you can see, I'm starting to get his shoulder on the outside of the lock. Let's say my knee is up too high though still, so we end up here. Like whether we have our feet crossed like this, wherever they are, my knee's still not in the right spot. So now, again, I'm going to keep my legs slightly uncrossed, and then I'm just going to slightly pivot. So I'm going to shoot my butt out more towards like Takeshi over here. And that'll bring my knee lower down towards his ear here. And again, I'm pushing my knee line in towards his ear here. Gone. From here, 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 pushing in. And now again, my shins are facing the same direction. I can start looking to lock on, to lock on and finish the triangle. To make it even stronger, or to make it much harder for them to defend, once we lock the triangle on, I won't do it hard, I'll just like try to pretend to do it. Once we lock the triangle on, what I want to think about now is driving my heels down to the ground and driving my hips up. So without pressing my feet, without locking the triangle, it would look like this. Seems counterintuitive, seems like I'm pushing his posture away, but when I do this properly, because my feet are pressing down, it's really, really hard for our posture up. So again, just like when we're armbarring from body position, when our heels to drive down, our hips to be driving up at the same time. So one more time. So we fall into this triangle here. Again, whether his arm is over here, I don't care. This I never try to do all of this because me grabbing his wrist like this will allow Miles to start posturing. Always controlling the posture. We look for our initial scoop. I pull myself in, I uncross my feet, but I keep my knees tight. From here, I bring my knee in towards my chest, and then from here, I'm going to start looking to slightly invert to get this knee line in line with his ear. My leg crushes down, I start looking to lock my legs, and my feet pop down to the ground as my hips drive up. Cool? So this should happen immediately. If you feel like you get there and then you're straining, like I saw a few of you making a facing on like this, it means it's not on, or it's not working properly. So make sure that when we get there, we should barely have to like squeeze and it should come on straight away. Cool? Right, let's go. Control the posture, Max, straight away. So you see how you're like releasing this leg down here? Yeah. Jack's off his arm out. Okay. So when we do this, we always want to keep this knee tight. So go back, let's go back to the start. When we're in the triangle here, let's say your legs are crossed, whatever they are. Yeah. We're controlling his posture. Yeah. As we're looking for our scoop, don't uncross your, don't drop this knee out. Uncross your feet and keep your knee tight towards the shoulder. Yeah. And you keep finding the scoop. Try to look for your scoop with your left arm and your leg. Yes. Think about just like slightly getting this line of your knee down a little bit here, so invert a little bit more. Don't try to move him, move yourself. Like you do it again. Don't worry about pushing it out. I want you to underneath and yes. Yeah, already there. Yeah. Okay. And then imagine you lock it on, you drive your heels down, everything in the right spot. Yeah, straight out. So we're gonna go into one of my preferred setups from close guard. We're gonna get to an overhook and we're gonna get to a position called clamp guard, which I think is actually really, really good for MMA. Again, we never wanna be on the bottom, but if we do happen to get there, which you most likely will at some point in your careers, then this position can pay off dividends. So, what I want to look for is an overhook on one of Miles's arms. So like right now, obviously, if I'm just trying to like use my hands to pull, it's going to be hard. So we always want to use our legs in conjunction with our arms to start knee pulling, breaking Miles's posture like this. Now, it's actually going to be easier in MMA, in my opinion, because they're generally going to be punching us. So I can start looking to cover and then bring his hands down. We can do that as many times as we need to. Obviously, just make sure we're not just keeping our head center and not doing shit like this. We're actually being active. Miles tries to punch. I might pull him off to the side, moving my head. So now his hands have come down, I can start looking for an overhook. We look for an overhook on one side, we bite it nice and tight, and then from here, what I'm going to start looking to do is cover his bicep with my other hand. So I've got inside position. From here, we're going to start looking to uncross our feet, and we're not hip escaping, we're doing what's called a side scissor. So we're moving our hips out to the side. So it's basically a hip escape without putting our feet on the ground. Like this. Again, controlling this inside posture, this inside bicep. From here now, I'm going to start looking to push as I start walking my knees up high. As I walk my knees up higher on his back, I can start removing my overhook now. So this knee will do the job of the overhook. The overhook is controlling his posture. I can start releasing as I bring this knee up high. From here now, if I can, I'll put my foot on his hip here. If not, I'll just keep it near his hip. I'll keep walking this knee up and I'll start looking to get my other foot as far over his far shoulder as I can. The further I keep my head away from Miles's head now, the harder it is for him to drive into me. If my head is close, this, he can put me back on my back and then we're back in the same position as before. If I keep my head away from him and stay on my side, when Miles tries to push back into me, it's far harder. And then obviously from here, if you're doing MMA, like how are they gonna punch you? It's really, really hard for Miles to do anything from here because I've got his posture so broken. So he's got two options from here. He can either keep his head low or he can bring his head up. More often than not, people will start looking to posture back up to try to get them on their back again and try to ground and pound. So when we're here like this, as Miles brings his posture up, I'm going to start looking to bring this leg out, and now we get to our same top lock position with the triangle, and then we can start looking for the same thing again. So again, you guys are here, so we're punching, we're moving our head out to the side. I'm not knee pulling while keeping my head center. He's going to crack me. So as I start knee pulling, I'm going to start looking to overhook. You might wear one or two from there as well, so just be prepared for it. As long as you keep your hands up, you should be okay. From here, we uncross our feet, we side scissor, and we start looking to bring this knee up high. Again, the further I can get my head away from Miles's head, the harder it will be for him to push back into me and get me flat again. From here, as they start to posture, I bring this leg out, should be weightless. We start looking for our top lock, and now from here, we can start that whole cycle again of getting that triangle.
Quick question. When you've got Miles fully extended away and you bring your head away,
yep.
If he's to try to step over your head, what position does that look like?
So if we're here, and keep extending here.
Like when you extend a little bit more, yeah. If Miles try to step over your head, does that work? Or?
I mean, it can, but we can just use this to get up now. I'm not going to omoplata it. Oh, well, he might try to omoplata here, but now who's in a better position? Yeah. So you can try, but it's going to be like the most common scenario that happens here, because this is all reaction, right? Like I probably roll. Yep. Which sets up our next attack, which I'll show you after. So yeah, give it a try. Like what I tell in the grappling classes, for the better guys, what I want you guys to do is not so much just like drill the moves. Once you understand the movement and how to do it, ask your partner to put resistance on, like maybe 10%, then you finish at 20%, and that resistance may look like not just Miles holding there, but Miles moving in different ways. So I can get his reactions and I can react based on his reactions, if that makes sense. So he might go, oh yeah, sweet, I feel like I can step over here. He steps over and I'm like, okay, what do I have to do from there? So talk to your training partner and ask them to move in certain ways that you think you might move.
It's almost like a good tactical decision because like we start our offensive cycle. We're on the bottom.
Yeah.
When we get back to the top.
Yeah.
Presumably.
Yeah.
So you start your offensive cycle and clamp.
Yeah.
That clamp guard's a really good way to start.
Yeah.
Creating some
For sure. And remember, like, you're on your back in close guard, you're never opting to be there in MMA. This is always a, fuck, I'm on my back, I either have to try to find some sort of submission option, or I need to get back on top, or I need to stand up. So like, Miles bringing his leg over, just as an example, me getting to this like omoplata position can allow me to just get up, stand up, or roll them over, get on top. So that's not a bad thing either. Cool. All right, let's go.
The only really solution is back up like you said, that way.
Yeah, it's not a solution. It's not a solution. No, so what's your goal from top position? From close, like if you're on inside close guard, what's your goal? If you were in an MMA fight, and you were in this position, what's your goal?
My personal goal is simply here, inside down. Cool. Right?
Yep.
That's my goal.
What's Max's goal?
To get back up, or to keep me towards him, keep me close to him.
Yeah, to either submit you or to get back up. Yeah. So if you're like, let's say we go for that clamp.
Yep. Yep.
Bring this foot up, Max. So this knee needs to be clamping this.
Yeah, okay.
This and this needs to be here, okay? So now he's stopping you from being able to punch, he's stopping you from standing up.
Yeah.
Let's say you push that foot down, like just as an example,
This one?
whichever foot you did before,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
whatever you want to do from
Yeah,
this.
yeah, here.
Now what's your next kind of step from here?
I would be going, spinning that way.
Okay, go for it. And then where does that get Max? Gets him on top.
He's on top, yeah.
Yeah. So like, what you're doing isn't necessarily wrong, but you just need to think of like, what do you want to do? Your goal is to stand up. Will that allow you to stand up?
No.
Probably not.
I'll use a lot more, like...
Yeah. You could be potentially putting yourself in a worse position.
Yeah.
So what I'd try to do if I was to use that is try to dissect this position and try to like reverse it. Put yourself back into a position where you've got Max flat on his back again.
Yeah, okay. Back that way.
Yeah, it's fucking hard.
Yeah, I don't, yeah. Yeah, gotcha.
finishing it, like get it tight enough. I feel like I'm putting in like a lot of effort.
Yeah.
Your shins going the same way.
Yeah, so like this is what I was thinking about before. Your shins are going on the same way, and his shoulder is semi without this on the outside of the block. Your knee is so far behind his neck, so your knee line needs to be on the side of his ear here.
Lower.
Yeah, way lower. Like your knee is behind this. Yeah. Yeah. The lower you can get your knee line.
Oh yeah.
It'll change it completely.
Your knees are pinching on both sides, eh?
Before we move on, I just want to show one more thing from there. Does anyone have any questions?
I was struggling to clear my bottom because my legs are so much longer than Taser.
Yep.
I was struggling to clear my bottom leg to get the triangle, but then I realised the more like extension I provide, the more space I have. And then I was like, I liked your detail, how you were saying like get the heel across the far side shoulder, because then I could internally rotate my knee, and that would have achieved like a way harder clamp. And like owning his shoulder line.
Rather than just keeping your foot like
Yeah,
this sort of
exactly.
thing.
Yeah,
For sure. So if Miles doesn't want me to triangle, what's his option when we've got them in the clamp guard?
Roll.
Yeah, but then I'm on top.
Posture.
Huh? But then I triangle him. And then I triangle him.
Stay low.
Stay low. What can I do? Oh, sorry. What can I do if we get here and then maybe Miles is controlling that bottom leg, like what was, like this, and then we're just like staying in this position. He's not really rolling over, but he knows from here, like, what am I supposed to do? Like, he's limiting my options right now.
Can you hip bump him?
What's that?
Can you hip bump him over? To that?
Hold my leg more. Like that way?
Like, can you roll into like mount?
We are gonna roll him, but I can't like hip bump. Like I've got no control. I've got no pressure with my hips because my hips are pointing out to the side. So what I'm gonna start looking to do is turn my knees down to the ground. So if they're keeping their head low, knowing that if he, as soon as he postures up, I triangle. Like he goes like this, I bring my knee out, I triangle. If we're here, he's controlling my leg or just keeping his head down like this. And I know that like maybe I try to drive him over, it's gonna be hard. So if it was jiu-jitsu, I'd look to start omoplataing him and then armbarring him from an omoplata setup. But this is MMA, so my goal now is to get on top. My goal isn't to submit anymore, it's just to get on top. I'm gonna start looking to turn this knee down to the ground. As I turn my knee down to the ground, I'm gonna start looking to build height. So this happens at the same time, we get to here like this. From here, I'm gonna start looking to drive my weight backwards, and we end up in a good top position. I can keep controlling his posture, we can fall back into the same triangle. We go mounted triangle now, we can go for this like little arm lock from here. Or we roll them through, they bring their hands down to our hips, and we just end up in a mounted situation. Again, either way, we're good, we're on top. So we're here like this, we're keeping our head away. Miles is doing a good job of not letting me get my leg out. He's like, yeah, maybe keeping this arm strong. A few of you are playing around with this arm, which is good, but like, if it's really strong and I can't do anything, I just feel a bit stuck here. I'm like, what can I do? I can't really punch him either. Like, we're both in a bit of a stalemate from here. So what I'm gonna do is start looking to build height onto my elbow. Don't just try to come up like this. That's gonna be hard. And the closer, again, I bring my head to Miles' head, the easier it is for him to put me on my back. So I'm gonna bring my elbow back, start building height here. As I do, my knees start looking to flare down towards the ground here. Sorry, I'm gonna try not to roll him over his neck. And now let's say his arms are on the inside, we just look for our mounted position here. So just try to turn your knee that's over their head down towards the ground. So we'll build height onto our elbow, our knees turn down towards the ground. As they do, they're stuck in this really awkward spot. If I want to put them on their back, I drive my weight backwards. So I use my hands, push them back, and then I have to roll over. Cool, give it a try. Again, if you have any questions, let's just keep troubleshooting. Let's go. Like understood better what you were saying about pushing his hips back. So like say for example,
it wasn't there.
we've created the clamp, cleared the arm, brought this over the top, starting to build space.
Yep.
When I first tried it, I was more focusing on bringing both my knees to the ground, going belly down, not building enough height, and then my leg was trapped underneath. And then I feel like we did more what you said, which is I build height, I'm focusing on getting my bottom leg, and now I kick back, as opposed to rolling through. Yeah, sick.
That's how it should be, just like that. You shouldn't really be rolling them.
Yeah. I was rolling, I felt stuck. There was like an arm bar, but it wasn't like...
Felt like they could scramble maybe?
Yeah.
Well, let's go through now. We're not going to go through the defense today. We'll do that next week. So give you guys a week to try to hit as many triangles as possible without your partners being able to defend it properly.
Yeah, watch it.
Let's start from the clamp guard now. And again, like adding maybe a little bit of resistance, but Miles isn't trying to fight to get out of this. He's just letting me work a little bit, cool? Just so we can like troubleshoot this position a little bit more. So let's start from here. And he's going to let me work a little bit from here. So let's say I'm here. Maybe he's keeping his head down. I can't quite get my leg up to triangle. Maybe I try to build height. I just can't really do it. Like you guys can just keep sticking to those two things. But like if you're more creative, like Healy, Jack, the guys that are good grapplers, like think about what else we can do from here. Like not just for MMA, but also for grappling. Like what I was talking about before. We can start clearing the head here. We can start looking to switch. Like Healy, you probably like arm bars like this, where similar to what Brenton was saying before, we don't have our leg fully through. And then we can finish a really nice arm lock from that position, or even starting to expose the legs from here. Like we go for the arm, Miles starts pulling the arm out, and we start looking to expose backside kicking from there. For those of you that are just MMA focused, you don't really have to worry about that right now. But yeah, just start from that clamp guard and just see what becomes available. If I do it, and then again, Miles is going to be a really good training partner, so like he's going to let me work here, but like if this is my clamp guard now, he's just gonna be like, nah, that's not good. Put me flat on my back. He might tell me, move my head back further. Now, like, does this feel better? Yep. Cool. Does this feel good? No. Nope. So just work with each other, guys. Let's just do a few minutes of this. We'll go live for a little bit. I know that today's a bit more of a rest day for you guys, so if you don't want to go live, that's totally fine. But yeah, have a bit of a play.
This is so nice. Oh, go live.
Well, I know that tomorrow's meat grinder, and Miles is probably going to punish all of you.
It's the only speed I know.
Cool?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go.
The hard road always pays the greatest fruits. The hardest road always provides the greatest fruits. I think.
Put that on a shirt.
Hey?
Put that on a shirt.
100%.
If you don't like the tea, don't drink it. Got that one from Love Island last night. Love Island.
There's a
Doing
saying.
my head in.
This is,
Because I got my baby. I'm trying to eat my dinner. I'm watching some trash TV.
Now we're going to welcome you.
Because again, the whole point is we're on our back and we need to try to either get up, get on top of something.
I noticed his hips the whole time are like stuck to my...
But yeah, but if I want to, I'm going to just crush weight into that arm. I'm here like this. I'm going to break his arm this way. And like he'll either have to roll, yeah, or like if he doesn't roll, we get back to a position like this. Now we can fall back. See how like low this foot is? I want you to bring your foot up near his shoulder. This one. This foot here. Yeah. Nice. That's better. Let's go back to the clamp guard, but this time we're gonna go live from clamp. So if I'm with Mill, we're starting in close guard. Miles is gonna let me work to get to our clamp position, and then from here we're gonna go. So again, Miles is trying to escape, he's trying to get out of this position, he's trying to get to a better position, whether that's just putting me back on my back again, and then for me I'm trying to get on top, stand up and disconnect, or look for our submissions. Like I was talking to you guys about before, like if we get to something like this and I'm here, and then we're able to just get up, if your goal is to stand up, well, just get up. Why even try to get them on their back when you could potentially get rolled over if you go with a high level grappler. I was just saying, what is it? Attachment, detachment, rotation.
Yeah, it's determined whether your attachment or your detachment is favouring you in that moment.
100%. Cool. Let's go 5 minutes each person. So 5 minutes bottom, 5 minutes top. Alright, if you do get put back in close guard, just keep going from there.
Combat rep.
What did you say about old age?
there's a saying, it's like in your old age you'll look back at the painful years as being the most beautiful.
You're not allowed to talk about old age, you're not even 30 yet.
But it's just a good saying that you appreciate the hard
Miles
times
has
you go
5
through.
minutes in it.
Otherwise you don't have appreciation.
You're wise for your young years,
Yeah,
boy.
thank you.
You're talking like a 30-plus-year-old.
No, it's just the same. It's the same idea. As the hard road is the best route. That's what I'm saying.
I know. I know it's what you need.
With Miles, it's like before.
You need a lot of it. Alright guys, let's go. One person on top, one person on bottom.
You got blasted.
It's all for me. It's all for me. This class is for me.
Let's go guys, time's on. Mixing it up. Let's go tuck in. Come on boys.
I told you.
Game on guy, you fuck.
How's the sesh?
Session's good. The beauty of our team is that we've got like such different approaches to like coaching and sessions. So like Jesse and Brenton are like very technically driven. They literally don't do anything else but study and research combat sports. So even you can see in Jesse's instruction, everything's just like perfect, particular, but he's also aware of like the variables that happen in grappling and combat sports. Whereas maybe I'm a little bit more about concepts and things like that. So like, I sort of say to people like, Jesse and Brenton teach people how to fight, and I teach people how to think. And I think like combining all those different styles of coaching makes for like more complete fighters. So I love like being a part of their classes and like helping like refine my skills too, because so much to learn.
Your knee down.